I thought we played well. I thought we were, for the most part, in control of the match on both sides of the ball. Um, I thought we were purposeful in our possession, sometimes a little too backwards. I think we could still become a little bit more aggressive and forward thinking, but we saw some possessions where I thought they were very purposeful when we got multiple players in an action. We've been talking about relationships and guys using spaces and playing off of each other, and we had a few attacks. One that I think Luke hit the crossbar that was a great buildup, and so there's some things that we've been working on that are starting to show on the field for me. Our defensive organization was pretty solid. And I felt the only times we really got ourselves in a little bit of trouble was when we were not as aggressive as I would like us to be in terms of our attacking aggression anyways, in terms of playing forward and getting forward. But overall, very happy. The guys have worked hard for the last couple of weeks. Obviously, they were very close to picking up 3 points last match in Chicago, and to get this 3 points, I think, is just to continue to build confidence in the group and where we're going.
Nice to see that scoring being spread around and not just relying on maybe one person.
Yeah, absolutely. And to be fair, we scored on 2 corner kicks, both of which we set up this week in preparation of this match, and both of them worked out. So you like sometimes when you train things during the course of the week and they come off on from the training ground to the match field, and for us it accounted for two goals. So, but yeah, it's great to see different faces on the score sheet and a lot of guys involved in different ways. So very pleased with the effort.
Greg, as a former defender, what do you see in Gilberto? Because you really seem too strong for that defense today.
Yeah, he is. I mean, he's a great combination of athletic and strong, and he's powerful. His timing in the air, I've always said his timing in the air is special. Because he's not the tallest player, but he gets high and he gets up early and he gets up first. And he almost scored in the first few minutes of the game on Dan Kennedy because he just got up early before Dan was able to get up and just was unfortunate to miss. But he's a handful because he can threaten the space behind you. He can hold up the ball. He can play big. He can play quick. He's got a lot of things that he can work with. So it's hard to, as a defender, I always thought you try to take a forward out of his strengths and play him towards his weaknesses, but he doesn't have a lot of them, especially as he continues to develop as a striker and continue to understand this league. He's got a lot of things he can work with.
Greg, what did you think of Jackson's red card offense?
I think Jackson, he lost his cool. I mean, there was sort of an initial challenge where he thought he was fouled, and then it was he then went back and was trying to sort of take it into his own hands a little bit. And then it turned into a little bit of confrontation, and he lost his cool. And at this time of year, that's a challenge. He knows that. We've already had brief conversation with him. He knows that that's not a good moment for the team. And so we'll have to deal with it. We'll see what happens. But we need all the players to manage their emotions because this is a critical time of year, and we need everybody. I thought he was outstanding in the match today, and really, really made a difference in the game, and was maybe the best I've seen him all year. He looked like he was having a ton of fun, and for him to kind of switch like that and get sort of emotionally caught up in the moment was unfortunate. But we'll have to move forward and deal with it.
Would you expect the league to review that and possibly see him get more than just one game?
They'll review it because I think they review all red cards, and we'll see where it goes from there. But he's an important player for our team, so hopefully we get him back quickly. Definitely. I mean, he's got a great voice. He's obviously he's a leader. He keeps us organized. He gets people around him into good positions early. He keeps everybody's concentration level high, and he's experienced. So he sees a lot of things before they happen, and he helps put out situations before they even become situations. And so that's that's an invaluable thing. It was good for him to get through 90 minutes. We were unsure, but because the way the match went. There wasn't a ton for him to do, so he was able to see his way through it. So it's good for him to get that under his belt. I know he's been excited this week to get out there and to get a win and to have such a big role in it. And I think he should be excited moving forward.
I think you're 3 points out of the playoff now with 1 game in hand. How important was this result today and the performance, considering you were up against a kind of wounded team?
Yeah. To me, honestly, this was a must-win because it's a team that has been a little bit on the ropes, Chivas, and for us in terms of our confidence and next steps, we really needed to win it. It wasn't something we talked about all week, but I think if you'd asked each guy, they probably would have said the same thing, but it was never brought up in discussion. But for me, it was a critical match for us to get the points, but not only just the points, but also to continue to progress in our confidence and our sort of understanding of what we're trying to do as these next games come up ahead of us.
How will you measure the emotions and the mental state of the locker room, knowing that you have a game in hand, knowing that there's 6 games left, knowing that the team has not been in a position like this so close to the playoffs? Will you remind them of what's at stake, or just kind of let them govern themselves?
Yeah, they know what's at stake. I don't need to tell them. What I try to keep them focused on is each match. We talk about winning each half. Today we did that. We won the first half. We got into halftime. We reassessed where we were, and we went out to try to win the second half. So we're still looking at small building blocks. If we do that, and I've said this since I've gotten to the post, that if we continue to win the small things, we'll get to where we want to go. So I don't want to get them too caught up in the next 6 matches. It's really one match at a time, and we assess as we go along the way. Other things will happen with the other results. We all kind of play each other over these next several matches, so things are going to change, I think, week in and week out. And if we keep doing our job, we'll be there in the end.